Hello, this is Alexander Green, Chief Investment Strategist with the Oxford Club. Well, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I know I did. I was invited to a Thanksgiving dinner at a friend's house, and I was approached by this young couple, and the hostess had told them that I was a writer. And so they asked, "Are you a poet or a playwright or whatever?" And I told them, "No, I write about the stock market." To which they groaned and said, then they sort of brightened up and they said, "Well, what do you think the economy is going to do?" And I said, "Well, I actually don't do any economic forecasting." And they said, "Oh, well, what do you think the stock market's going to do?" And I go, I don't actually do any stock market forecasting either." And they said, "And they pay you for this." But the truth of the matter is I'm agnostic on what the economy and the stock market are going to do, because we live in such a complicated world where interest rates are changing and currencies are fluctuating and commodity prices are rising and falling. You've got new legislation and new technologies and innovation and business developments. And it isn't possible to know all these things in advance. However, there is something that you can know with great certainty. That is that companies are going to make money offering various products and services, and the companies that report the biggest surprises in sales and earnings and market share are going to see the biggest rise in their share prices. And so I encourage people not to think big and try to figure out the whole world or the national economy or the stock market, but to think small and think of individual companies. For instance, the Christmas season is right around the corner. And there are lots of companies, especially in e-commerce, that are going to benefit from the fact that we're in a pandemic and people have turned to e-commerce in a big way because it's inexpensive and it's convenient and the shipping is often free. And that means that these companies are likely to have a very good Christmas season. So if you think in terms of individual companies and industries, rather than trying to get a big worldview that tells you all about what's going on, it actually makes it simpler to find winning investment ideas. So what are those ideas? Well, I encourage you to sign up for my free e-letter, Liberty Through Wealth, where I'm talking about sector and industry trends week after week, what's hot, what's not, what looks exciting, and what looks past its prime. This is Alexander Green. Thanks so much for listening.